Wait, is this lacerate? You effectively don't have a weapon. I do not know how you're killing things. Like, there'd be very little difference that if you weren't wearing a weapon right now, except that you couldn't attack. I'll explain to you what makes a good weapon. So, what you want to do is you want to get an essence. How much chaos do you have? Are you even following Zizaran's build and video for this? He exactly explains how to craft a weapon. I mean, it would be nice if people just follow the build guide, but here we are. How much chaos do you have? I'm not gonna get mad, but like, did you just ignore the build guide or what happened? Like, did you skim through it? You thought you didn't need it, or like, why is that your weapon? Because I think that's very clearly explained in the guide. I'm not gonna mount. No, I just want to learn because I want to like know how can we make it easier? How can we make it more clear? But if he says I just skimmed it, then there's nothing I can improve on. Very new to the game, learning pretty much every mechanic for the first time. Right. Okay. Right. I don't know what I can do to improve, but anyway. So since you do have so much heals, how much is Deafening Contempt on softcore? Sorry. If you go buy 10 Deafening Contempts right now, I'll walk you through each axe you craft. I mean, yeah, you could use Jack the Axe too, but you could get a way better one with Deafening Contempts. But yeah, basically you would do Deafening Contempt, and like here already, you would have a really good axe. Right, so let's look how much your damage goes up by with just a weapon like this. 50-60% more damage. You currently have 215. This is not a good axe, but it's 375. Turn on his charges. Yeah, but the relative damage will go up the same. Bought them? Okay. Now buy item level 83 Reaper Axe. That should just be 1C, I'm guessing. I'm gonna look at the rest of your gear while you get the Reaper Axe. Man, this would have been such a fun Sunday roast, but like you're not asking to be roasted. Your shield is really good. It does have a crafted prefix. You could craft something there. But like your rings and amulets, see that you're not even resist capped. So resist cap is very important in PoE. It's not like last epoch where it's not that important. You really want to be 75, 75, 75. I'll show you a really good trade. This is really good for a lot of people. So for the first pieces of your item, like effectively, so your rings, your glove, your helmet, your boot, not your belt, and your amulet, but all of those are effectively dead items. Like it is basically the same that you are not wearing an item in any of those slots, right? So we can help you a lot here. And you're using a rock cut and overflowing chalice. So you also basically don't have flasks. So the good news is we can fix all of this. All of this is very fixable. But you basically have no gear on. Let me know when you have the axe. Can you go over it so you're much about to follow? Yeah, well, I'm going to help you with the axe first. Here's a good implicit on the rings. Did you get the Reaver Axe yet? Okay, cool. So I'm level 83. So use a Deafening Contempt on it and link it to me. Hey, Iza. Hey, Goblin. Oh. I need a Reaver Axe stat! Because you can keep this as the double damage of your current weapon, but it's not very good damage still. Because you currently have a 250 weapon, you should have a 600. Okay, use the essence on it. Go again. Go again. Right. None of these are better than Jack the Axe, so just use Jack the Axe, but I'm going to show you a few things. So what makes a good weapon is high PDPS. So you really want a Reaver Axe, and like a good weapon would look something like a decent weapon would look something like this. Attack speed not that important for your build, but it will like make you refresh things faster. But like this is a good weapon. It's got high percentage physical damage, flat physical damage, and attack speed, and they all work in tandem with each other. So that's something you can work on in the future. Now, like I mentioned, all your other pieces of gear were bad. So the number one thing you want to do is get resist capped. I haven't done this in so long. Is it this one? I think it's this one, right? Let me just check first before I tell you. Buyout price, max 2C. Right. So I'll explain how this works. So if you're searching for specific resistances, you'll get very little things showing, right? Like if I was searching for so this one has insane fire and lightning, right? It's got 16 plus 48. It's got 64 fire and 64 lightning, right? So let me show you. And I had like 50 life or something. So if I'm searching for very specifically, oh, how much life did I have? 50. Oh, the 48 is cold. Right. Okay. So like if we're very specific, right there. If we're very specific, we literally get one search, right? If we're very specific, whereas right now we have 546 searches that are over our current search. So we have loads of things that are the same amount of resistances, but you see, like if you're being specific, you get way less searches, right? So this is important. So the thing we're searching for is pseudo total elemental resistance, right? So this is a really good stat. And why this is super useful is that you search for generic resistances on maybe your gloves, your boots, your helmet, and you search for like, you just try to get the most possible resistances you can out of a few pieces for very cheap. And now, then on the last ones, you might not need that much resist, right? So suddenly you'll notice that you'll have like maybe 100% cold, 100% lightning, but like 50% fire. Then you can search for one item with maybe decent life and 40% fire resist, right? Because that is easy. Whereas it's a pain to look through for each of your items. So for like the different types, like you need new gloves, you need new boots, you need new helmet. The things you want is you want to be resist capped. You don't need to care that much about chaos resist right now for the content you're doing on softcore, but you need life. So you want to search for at least 50 life on each piece of glove, boot, helmet, and you want decent resistances. And then you can probably like finish off your resists on your rings. You can also change resistances in harvest. So to do that, it's basically here and you search for resist. And it's 500 juice to switch one to another. So you need that on pretty much all your gear. Because right now you're probably dying a lot. Like anytime you encounter fire damage, you're just dying right now. So with Jack the Axe, and if you understood that search that I just showed you, it'll be a whole new game. So you can just go buy that, take some time, and you can come back later. And I'll look at it again and see if you did it right. Thanks for taking time on this, no problem. All right, let's look at a follow-up to Habibi. All right, so earlier he has no gear. Okay, so these are really good. Maybe somebody in chat can help you, but you have an open prefix that you can craft onslaught on kill and movement speed. That's 4 chaos orbs, so you can afford it. Oh, you don't have a belt still. You do want a new belt too. Try to get a belt with just like life and rest. Similar stuff as your other stuff. And basically what you applied to your other pieces, because you listened to the advice for gloves and boots, apply that to your rings and amulets. And your chest is 16, right? So that's fine. It's not even corrupted, but like you could buy some greeds and craft on the chest. Minus 20 chaos rest, yeah. Like try to get some chaos ring amethyst rings. You can focus on amethyst rings with chaos because your resist capped now. Really nice shield. Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there.